in the dress. They say it lonely at the top. This the best. And even if we die today, gon' live forever. Live forever.
Daddy pants ain't with 3 S's. Look, S's. No S's on my chest, but all these diamonds got me blessed. Usually I don't do this. Dumb it down, go stupid. Since 17, been counting M's, my bank accounts on Goofy. Say, gave up. Now who know what the truth is? Chicago full of, my garage is full of hoops. This got that southern drawing all day.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
It is a snowy and blustery day in the city of brotherly love as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with a J. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's the kind of start every team wants to have when they touch the football for the first time. Here at night especially, because all day long you've been around the hotel. Yeah, you've had meetings, you've had meals, but you've been chomping at the bit to play.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. First and 10. Here's Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here we go, first and 10 now. Now they try the right side here. Finding some room at midfield. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying, the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Drops it off to Ajayi. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Room to run past midfield. Ajayi's going to go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Finds Roberts left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. First down, the run with Lynch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To throw his Carr. They'll check this down to Lynch, complete. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. To throw, it's Wentz. Smith catches left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. first down. Wentz. He finds Ajayi. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff looking right. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball. And we just saw there that that's difficult to do. But just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on. But the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham into dropping behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard. Second down, Lynch. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They run again with Ajayi. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They start the drive with Lynch. And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stopped short of the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Carr throwing on second down. And Cook has it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Carr now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. From the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it, right near the 27. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wentz now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Okay, let's get a shout-out real quick in here while we got a second. Jake Elliott, rookie, Memphis, 61-yard field goal to lift the Eagles to victory. Man, that was impressive.
How about that? Only his second game with the Eagles. He'd been drafted by Cincinnati and was actually on their practice squad. Caleb Sturgis gets hurt for the Eagles. They take Elliott off the practice squad late in the week, right before the week 2 game at Kansas City. He shows up, and I asked the special teams coach, I said, well, what do you tell him? What do you talk to him? He said, I don't do anything. I just stay out of the way, let him kick, and ascertain from there. Looks like that strategy paid off really well for the Eagles with that 61-yard game winner in week 3.
Meanwhile, all the Giants fans just turned off their gaming systems. Smallwood. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle to Smith. And he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They run again on first down. Lynch. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth. And
look at this. It's a fake. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits, and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, so a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they're operating in the red zone. Throwing on first is Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big... They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to...
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey from 3 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now Carr. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Now a handoff looking right. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. running back. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 4-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking from the gun, Wentz, and it's caught, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll run again with Lynch. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little